In this time of year, it may feel easier to open up your heart and turn your attention to those in need. And as parents, I think we want our children to feel that same spirit of giving. My next guest helps believe that you can have your children cultivate a giving attitude through family service. Host of the online community Thriving Motherhood, Lisa Andersen, joins me with the 5 ways your family can serve together this holiday season. Welcome to Studio 5, Lisa. I love this concept, and you believe that serving others is a great way to make the most of your circumstances. Explain that to me.
Yeah, I think it's so cool to see how people automatically just want to give and serve in the holidays, but I think sometimes we get really discouraged because we think, I wish I could do more. I don't have the time, or I don't have the means to do what I wish I could. And so we get so caught up in that we miss opportunities that are around us. And so I think it's so important to have just pay attention to what you are able to do, focus on what you can do instead of what you can't do. And that will just really get you in a good spot for the holidays.
It's that attitude of service.
Yes.
Looking for those moments as a family. I want to ask, what do you think, or what have you seen as the benefits of serving together as a family?
I think it definitely unifies your family to have good experiences like that together. And it also is a great way for you to model that for your kids. When they see you serving and when they're doing that with you, they remember that. And then hopefully they'll grow up to be people who also give and serve in the same way.
It's nurturing that. And I think I've looked to this, me and my husband have looked at this a couple times, where we have these big, strong desires to serve. We have all these dreams in our head of how we think it's going to go, and then you're met with that pushback. Mm-hmm. How do you handle the pushbacks? How do you handle complaints? Where do you go when you run into that roadblock?
Yeah, I think there's a couple things that I want to say about this. I think that's so natural. Your kids are going to push back. So if that's happening, you're not doing anything wrong. There's nothing wrong with your kids. So I think it's important to keep that mindset, like, this is okay. This is just, kids want to have fun. This is how kids are. And so manage that in yourself so you don't get upset and angry about it, because I think it's so important to make it a positive experience for them. You want them to associate doing good with positive feelings. So if you can make it fun, whatever way you can make it fun, do that. If you need to get a treat, do that. And then I have some teenagers, and so they get a little more resistant. And if they choose to not come, then just say, okay, we'll miss you, and we hope you come next time.
So it's okay to incentivize.
Yeah, and I wouldn't call it incentive. You're just making it fun.
You're just making it fun. And I think that's a mind shift set too, because I'm thinking, well, I shouldn't have to, bribe my kids. I shouldn't have to incentivize them. But it's that mind shift. It's that mind shift of knowing that it's just about the environment, experience, and making it really fun.
Yeah, and I would say one more thing too. I think it's important for them to know the why. I think kids, you were saying you have some young kids, and I think they're old enough to understand the why behind it, and that can help kids a lot. They get that more than we think that they do. So I think that's important to do as well.
Okay, so you have 6 places to go and things to do to get your family in the spirit of giving this year. What's first?
So I have this structured, kind of tying back to what I said first, that it's so important to focus on what we are able to do rather than what we're not. So these are kind of organized in a way that you can choose what you're able to do in your circumstances right now. So the first couple ideas are like free things that you can do at home. And the first one is just writing notes. I think some of the kindest acts of service to me have been notes from people just saying nice things to me. Like, that makes a huge impact, and you can do that from your house for free. We also have we've adopted a grandparent, and so you can do that for free right close to home. And having your kids go see these people who are lonely means the world to them. And so that is such a great experience for them.
There is something so powerful about it being free, yes, but it's your time, which I think a lot of people see time as money. So this is the thing where you're taking your time, but you're making it about the service and about love at the end of the day, which is a powerful lesson for kids. Yeah. Okay, next is free and in the community, and then some cost, but close to home.
Yeah, so the free in the community, there is an awesome thing that you can do. It's called St. Vincent's Dining Hall here in Salt Lake City. And so you can go online and you can sign up to bring your kids and serve meals to people who need them. I think you have to be 13 and older to do this. 16 and older can do it on their own. But this is something that I've taken my son to do, and it is such a cool experience because it puts them out of their comfort zone, and it's just a great thing to do.
I think there's also a lot of power in seeing the struggles of other and recognizing the gratitude in your current circumstances.
Yes, it's so good.
It brings the love. It brings the love. It brings the humility into your own life. It makes you more grateful this time of year.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, next is, let's see, some cost, but in the community.
Okay, so I've got a couple ideas for this one. So this one we do every year with my kids, and this is to help them learn like there's sacrifice sometimes in giving to people. And so we pick a week or two, like leading up to the holidays, where we skip out on eating out or going to swig or whatever it is your family does. And instead we save that money and we use that to do good. So we might like keep $100 in our car in like $10 bills and we pass those out, or have gift cards in our car. So your kids can participate in the sacrifice. I think that's a really cool thing for them to feel a part of.
And not only the sacrifice of that, but it's also giving up something that they enjoy, right? Yeah. It's that swig drink. It's that out to dinner thing. And then seeing what that means to other people.
Yeah.
There's something really powerful in that.
It's really
okay,
special.
and last you say is a great idea for the nanas.
Yes, exactly. So this one is an event that is really, really special that is in my town of Lehigh, and it's called A Babe is Born. And so this is a bunch of refugee families are the actors in this nativity scene. And so you go and you just feel the spirit and the love of Christmas time. And all the proceeds from that event go to these families to help support them over the Christmas season.
And what about the Ronald McDonald House?
So that is a way that you can serve in the community by you sign up and you bring a meal into them, into the Ronald McDonald House, and you serve up to 60 people. So it's cost, it's time, but also such an amazing way to serve at Christmas time.
This could be something you could get more of a group together if you felt the need to, because there is a little bit more cost in that. But I do think there is, again, something in the sacrifice of not only your time, but your resources. So I think that makes it really meaningful.
Yeah.
Also, something about a hot chocolate stand.
Oh,
did we miss the hot chocolate
We did.
stand?
I know there's two more that we did miss. So the hot chocolate stand, I haven't done this personally, but there's a couple families in my neighborhood who they set up a free hot chocolate stand over the holidays, and people can just come get hot chocolate. And it's so cute, and the kids participate, and it's a really fun way to serve close to home.
You would find me at the hot chocolate stand.
Yeah.
I do love a hot chocolate
have
stand.
a lot of fun with that.
What was that last one we missed?
There's something called the shoebox well, no, I'm getting it wrong.
Your Operation Christmas.
Operation Christmas Child.
Yes,
There it is.
yes.
Operation Christmas Child. And that is actually going on right now. And so you can fill up a shoebox of gifts for kids in need. And then there's donation centers around the valley where you can drop those off. And those are shipped off to people for Christmas, which is really cool. And you can also fill one out. You can go online. If you don't want to go to the store, you can go online and you can make a box online, which is also
Where
really
are the
cool.
drop-off locations for that?
You can go onto their website, Operation Christmas Child website, and you can find different drop-off locations
Around
the
you.
valley. Yeah. Yeah.
What great ideas. This has inspired me. I hope it inspires you. Lisa, where can we find more from you?
I am online on my Instagram page, Thriving Motherhood, and we just try to encourage and support moms, and it's really fun.
What a lovely community. Thank you for all your efforts and
thanks
for
for
being
having
here
me.
today. Thanks, Lisa.